today in another video for Project Live Monday, and for this week I am going to be working on week 14 from 2016. I'm going to be mainly using the Walden kit, which is a Project Live kit from Calico, and this one is actually from November 2014, which is really old. I haven't been scrapping much I wasn't scrapping much in 2014, but I've been subscribing for a long time, so I'm now just going back and using a bunch of stuff that I've got in my stash at the moment. So yeah, so you're going to be seeing a bunch more of the kind of older Calico documented / Project Live kits, as well as a newer one. So I hope you enjoy this one. So let's start and have a look at this title page. So I've used this kind of, what do you call it, vellum stickers, which you get in a roll, so you get a lot of them. So I decided to just use a bunch of it just to kind of create a pattern, almost a cascading pattern, and to create my own title card. As you can see there, I'm also using these lead alphabet stickers that came in the kit as well to spell out the word 14, which is, week 14. And yeah, so I'm just slowly spelling that out, and also going to be stamping the dates using my roller date stamp and VersaFine black ink, and this one is black ink. And I'm also sticking down this almost an asterisk in the middle, just as a connection between the two dates. And now I'm just looking through the cards that came in the kit here. And first of all, I need to apologize for quite a long video, this one, because I've got, it's a long week, so I've got essentially 4 pages to do. And because we went on holiday in Sydney, so there's a lot of photos that I want to scrap. And now I actually use this story stamp. This one is called Go, which is from Ellie Edwards. And I'm just stamping down the phrase time for fun. I'm going to be embossing this stamp image using this Zing embossing powder, this one is metallic silver. And I'm also using this EK Success powder tool just so that the embossing powder doesn't stick onto outside the image. And I'm just embossing the image there using my embossing gun. And this one is actually from Ranger. I really like this one, even though it's relatively slow to heat up. I like how the handle is so far away from the actual heat gun. I feel much safer using it. I'm also decided to stamp an extra image as well, just mainly because I've got everything out and ready. And this one is also from the stamp set. And yeah, so this one, I think it said Awesome Memory, and I'm going to be punching that out just using a circle punch, and I think this is a 1-inch circle punch from EK Success, I believe. And now I am just sticking that down, just using my tape runner as well as a tiny attacher to reinforce the sticker there. I'm also using this 304 card which came in the kit, sticking down this star which came also in the kit. It's kind of a glossy, shiny looking star, and this I'm using the black side. The other side is actually gold. Both are quite pretty. And now I'm thinking how I am going to embellish this photo, even because there's a lot of, I guess, empty space on the right. I decided to use this a 4x6 Project Life card. Just an empty kind of aligned card which I purchased. I think you can get a box of them and they came in like 100 or something. And I'm just going through the stamp sets that I've got from Ali Edwards, just going through looking at which one I want to use. I decided to go with this stamp set which came in a Studio Calico Documenter kit. Not from this one, but this one I was just stamping out the word home. The restaurant we went to is actually called Home, so I thought it was kind of fitting to actually stamp that word down. And I'm just sticking that down, and I am going to embellish that photo as is. I'm also doing some outlining of that card as well. I really like the idea of just going quite simple, something like that. I actually saw this being done first by Ali Edwards, and I was inspired. You're gonna see me using this technique a couple more times in this for this week. And once again, I was just sticking down the kind of tag that came in the kit, and also stamped another phrase that came from the story kit as well. This one says "Go with the flow." And now I'm just going through a bunch of sequins I'm going to use. So this is the additional page I'm going to be doing, and I'm very sorry for hitting the camera a couple of times. So what you can see me doing there is just using my fuse tool to fuse page protector. And now I'm just closing up that page protector there, and just slowly going through that. And that's essentially done. I'm also sticking down the punch circle and that I stamped earlier. And I'm going to be using one of these labels that came in the kit for this photo of our dinner. And just kind of writing out my journaling, put some lines underneath it, and I'm going to be sticking down this wooden star as well. And that's essentially it for that. And now I'm just working on the back side of that page protector. Just going through my photos, just making sure that they're lined up chronologically. And yeah, I actually recently bought this the new Fiskus trimmer. I was actually quite nervous, mainly because they look like they could be relatively dangerous. But I saw someone was using it. I thought it was really such a good idea, mainly because I do cut a bunch of, a lot of stuff quite small, and it's just much easier that way. What I did just then is just, once again, using the same technique, is just using the other side of the journaling card that I've used earlier. Stamping, using my Memento Luxe ink, as well as the Zing embossing powder in silver. And I'm just sticking that down, keeping it quite simple, and sticking the heart, a heart sticker that came in a story kit from Ali Edwards, and this one is from the Tough kit. And just writing down the journaling. I like doing this when there's a lot of white space or blank space, essentially, and when I have a lot to say, I guess. I'm also sticking down this chipboard heart as well, and I'm writing my journaling directly onto the photo using my Sharpie pen. So this is like a super sped up kind of video. It took me, I think, 2 hours or so to actually finish this page, so that's why you see me the video going so quickly. If it does make you feel dizzy, I'm very sorry. And I was just cutting up another part of that journaling card which I've used earlier. I like using, you know, a bit of repetition, and so and just writing down my journaling and putting it lined up and sticking that down, and also stapling it down using my tiny attacher as well. And I was just stamping this heart onto a white cardstock using exactly the same as the other stamped images, you know, the Memento Luxe ink, the Silver Zing embossing powder. As I said, I like repetition, so, and because there's so many images in this spread, I think it's useful to have a bit of repetition so you don't feel overwhelmed by so many different things and so many different styles, and I think it really does help to make your page a little bit more cohesive. Yeah, so now I am just thinking about how I'm going to embellish this photo here. I decided to stamp directly onto the photo. The photo was slightly glossy, so it was kind of hard to make sure that your stamp image stays and doesn't move when you stamp down. I liked it. I mean, I know that it's not perfect by any means, but I think sometimes I want to try something different, and I think stamping directly on the image is actually quite fun. So the ink pad that I've used is called Brilliance. It's a pigment ink, and the colour is called Moonlight White. It worked quite well. In terms of actually, it looks quite, I guess, prominent on the page. And now I am just sticking down the stamped and embossed image that I did earlier onto that card and doing some journaling. And now I'm just doing another, some more journaling on another card which talks about the new hot chocolate store, a new chocolate shop that we found in Sydney when we were up in Sydney, called the Chockpot. We saw it last time when we were up there, but we didn't get a chance to try it out, and we did this time and it was fantastic, so we enjoyed it thoroughly. And now I am also going to do some more journaling onto this 4x6 card about this photo on the left there, which if you don't know this already, we like dessert. So this is another photo of us having some hot chocolate, watching near the Sydney Harbour Bridge, which, you know, such a great view. So, and just drawing some lines there, and I am also going to be stamping the word every day. The card already has some text on it saying choose happy, and I thought saying choose happy every day sounds pretty good. I'm actually using clear stamp from Craft, and this one is called Document. The actual stamp itself actually says Everyday Live. I've just kind of stamped the everyday part. So, and that is essentially it. I waited for all the photos and the stamp images to dry, just mainly because I didn't want to smudge some of these photos. Actually, there's one more thing I did. I stamped another phrase that says "The Good Life" directly onto that photo in black, so using my Stay On black ink. And now I'm just sticking down the puffy sticker that came in the kit, and also a word sticker that came from an Elliot Story kit. So here's some close-up. I hope you enjoyed these videos, and I'm very sorry that it's so long and super sped up, mainly because it took me so long to actually finish this spread. I hope you enjoyed it either way, and if you have any questions or anything, please let me know. And if you enjoyed this video, please give a thumbs up so I know that you liked it. As per usual, if you want YouTube to let you know that when my next video comes out, please subscribe, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See ya! Bye!